Hey, so you guys know how I made a video like 5 days ago on Stellar Blade? Talking about this dude on Twitter, Kareem, who was going off on the game. He was like complaining that the game is over-sexualized, saying it's all over-sexualized and it's super weird to him because he keeps seeing the main character as a child. And this resulted in him pretty much getting mocked by, like, everybody. That is, of course, a TLDR. The full video itself, as you saw on screen a moment ago, is almost 9 minutes long, so I'm not going to do a whole recap here. That's just as mentioned, a TLDR. Well, we have a bit of an update on this situation, and it all starts with Asmongold. As it turns out, 3 days ago, Asmongold posted a video, Stellar Blade controversy is so silly, and he actually reacted to my video. I'm glad that he enjoyed it. However, there is a little issue. Someone didn't enjoy it so much, and that person actually is, spoiler alert, it's Kareem. Turns out that dude Kareem from Twitter actually has a YouTube channel with over 2 million subscribers. And 2 days ago, he did a response video to Asmongold watching my video, and he streamed this for like an hour and a half. And while I'm not going to watch Kareem's hour-and-a-half long live stream going over all of this stuff, I did skip around the beginning a little bit, and then I skipped right to the end, and like it didn't take long for me to find something that I thought was pretty funny.
Confused. Is that weird that I think that they do? I mean, there's other people who agree, you know, and obviously they stay quiet when they get attacked by people like this because these people don't shut up. But I've been on the internet for a long time, and stuff like this doesn't faze me, it doesn't bother me. I've heard and saw it all. Actually, I've been called worse, and I've been stalked and harassed and all that good stuff. So I don't really give a But what I want to know is, why did this trigger so many people and make a lot of people uncomfortable? I mean, it's satire, you know, and at the same time, it's like I know what Asmongold is doing here is fake engagement, fake outrage, so he can get this community to kind of rally behind this video. I just don't get it.
Okay, so he's pulling the "it was just a joke, bro" line. Like, we haven't heard that one a million times before, but it's pretty funny because he's trying to use that line, right? Like, oh, it was just satire. But then right after that, he turns around and accuses Asmon of like being fake for fake engagement and like fake outrage. Bruh, you made a terrible take on Twitter, and now you're trying to say that you were being like satirical. In other words, you were being fake, and you were trying to get like fake engagement with your fake outrage towards the game. So like, how are you going to accuse Asmon of what you literally like admit to doing?
That was so surprising. I want to say this before I close it out. Of course, no hate to Asmongold. Please don't send him hate, okay? The dude is a content creator. Yeah, he kind of took some digs here and there, but I also took some digs in my video too. So I think we're even now. I like the guy. He's cool. It reminds me, his videos remind me of the great times of gaming back in the day. So especially with the MMOs. So it is what it is. I'm just kind of upset he didn't get the point. He kind of glossed over it, but I know he was trying to do that fake outrage and kind of maintain that character all throughout. But yeah, just don't send him hate. And also for the other person who made that video, I don't know what their name is or what the video is that they were filming. That person that was reading my tweets, don't send them hate either. But you could tell they were completely biased and really mad at me, trying to make me look like, you know, a creep, because he did call me a creep in that. But it is what it is. I don't care. Just don't send hate to these people. I will still continue doing what I'm doing. I enjoy it. I love it, and I'm having fun doing this. I just like being myself, and that's enjoying the culture of gaming and gaming itself, and having fun.
He doesn't seem like a bad dude, but he's definitely confusing to me because, again, like the contradictions I pointed out earlier, and then similarly here, he accuses Asmon of being like fake outrage and playing a character when all Asmon did was like react to a video. Also, I wasn't mad at this guy. It's just his take I thought was pretty bad, and I thought he sounded creepy. And like, yeah, I called him a creep, but that's because of what he said. Don't blame that on me, bro. You're the one who posted all that stuff. And also, one more thing. On one hand, he says he just wants to be himself, but this entire mess that he created for himself was over him not being himself. If, again, his excuse is that he was just being like fake and satirical. And it gets even more confusing because he actually took all of this even further. Back on Twitter again, Kareem the other day posted this clip saying, "New Yorkers react to Stellar Blade." And once again, his take is kind of going viral in some of the gaming spaces on Twitter, getting over 1 million Twitter views. And let's just take a look at a brief portion of this clip.
She looks 14. And with the side ponytail too, girl. She needs a bow.
She looks like she's 16.
Oh, hell nah. It looks nothing like her. It's like two different people.
It's perfectly fine to have an animation style, especially in a game, but when you're appropriating someone else's image and then changing it, it becomes an issue.
That dude literally did the meme where it's like, I consent, I don't consent. Like, she has no issue, she being Shin Jae-yoon, the model, she has no issue with what the devs for Stellar Blade did to her. But then you got this guy getting offended on her behalf, saying that her image was appropriated, and it's a problem.
She needs a little bow, and she's on her way to middle school. I just don't get her at all. Like, that nose...
The nose is very different.
Yeah, that nose is definitely not Asian. She's Asian. They took a white woman and supplemented some white woman DNA into this girl to make her a little more white. Because that is not what I just saw. She just looks bland to me.
How old do you think this character looks?
A lot younger. I don't know, like they took away like what was unique about her.
I think it's just men that's never touched a woman in their life not knowing what the they look like. And so they're like, this is what women in my video games always looked like. So why are we changing it? It's like, because it's not real, bro. You're living in a fantasy. Wake up. This isn't the Matrix.
She's talking about people living in a fantasy as she goes off like on a rant about how video games should be real. They're video games. Like, the one living in a fantasy is you if you think that video games are real and need to like replicate real life perfectly. So Kareem, yeah, these people really haven't helped your point at all. Like, I think somehow you made this even worse. It's pretty impressive, actually. And you know what else is impressive? This is like a collaborative dub between Asmongold and myself, because with Asmon reacting to my video and then Kareem reacting to Asmon's video, we actually got this guy to go outside. Like, we actually got someone on Twitter to go outside. That's almost unheard of. And of course, credits to Kareem for going outside and making that video. If you want to watch the full thing, it is on his YouTube channel. Now, let's check out some of the responses here. We got Raspberry saying, cherry picked. Kareem responds saying, watch the full video, it's up now. V saying, Kareem, honestly, just give it a rest, dude. You were never gonna play the game anyway. Maybe focus on something positive, genuinely. Jack E. Walker says, here is a little context on why he's so adamant about making Stellar Blade look bad. Spoiler alert, he's an Xbox fanboy. HP Greencraft, you sure seem to show a lot of the same people. What happened to the ones that liked it? Yori, this is fantasy, not reality, wake up. I mean, that's the point. Zoro says, when you find out what normal people, men and women, consider attractive, and it's not you. Bumsy says, you really went outside to console war, not to touch grass, not to go see a movie, not to go out and buy another video game for your hobby. You went outside to console war. And posting a meme from Jokin OU. That is some cultured stuff. I'm trying to look for some positive comments here to give some like variance, but there seems to not really be any. Same stuff in the quotes. Everyone is pretty much mocking that video. It's pretty hilarious how this dude says his take was like satirical, but then he went outside to try and get people to agree with his take to like back him up. And that's just getting him mocked even more. Like, this is really not the hill to die on, man. Gotta say, I never expected this sort of update to happen over that situation. But it's just another day on the internet. So I hope you enjoyed this segment, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.